I'll take my own way. I'll hang out with you.
Vegas.com. Look away.
You got the dates.
You ain't lying.
My first time I had to go and buy tennis shoes. I mean, it's that much walk, you're everywhere. This facility, their conference is gigantic. And typically, a lot of times you're walking there. So it's a lot of walking.
You know, one of the things that may help if I can try to paint a picture, they set up makeshift stores within the expo. So I mean, imagine whether it's a BJ's or a Target or who was the company that was selling or giving away food? Jersey Mike's. They set up a full store to replicate what goes on in their business model. I mean, it's an intensive show.
Okay, any other questions for item 20? All right. 21 is the motion to receive and file TIFA approval of the purchase of 29 streetlights from Madison Electric Co. for Telegraph and Superior Roads for the purchase price of $176,769. Mr. Sutherland.
I'll answer that question. Those are lights that need to be replaced, plus we have ordered some extra to have in stock, but the stock has dwindled since we went to TIFA and made the order. There was more lights that got knocked down, so we are going to go in front of TIFA again here soon to get some more lights to keep in stock. These are for a lot of lights that are knocked down.
Councilman Johnson.
I know a lot of lights are knocked down, and I asked the last meeting that we got an update on when we're gonna get the ones that are still up, not working, repaired. Because there's a lot of them.
We have one of our new sergeants out there counting lights for us. He submitted a report last week.
Thank you.
It's a new sergeant.
And when do we expect,
That's out of our hands. We send it to
when does that usually happen?
DTE is pretty responsive in my experience. Once you get it into the system, they come in and get them all, at this function. Well, it's up to DTE to schedule it.
So is it in the system now?
Refer to the chief. He's the one that puts it in. They have the password to put it in.
we get y'all.
Well, if you, through the chair, the reason the police department does it because they're out at night and they take the survey of the lights that are out. It's easier for them to do. Then they have the access to the DTE website, which is you just click on it. There's like 4 or 5 different questions, and then it goes right to DTE.
I think most of those on Telegraph are like the lines that...
There's several in a row off. I know
It's
the last
a never-ending story down there, right? Like I'm on the Red Telegraph in Champaign, and then we get the strobe light every year too, the one that just sits there and blinks.
Mayor?
Mr. Chairman, and I guess going back to Councilman Johnson's question as to when, I think it really depends on what's wrong with it. If it's a bulb, if that's all they're coming out to replace, I suspect that happens probably really quick from the time it gets reported. If it's a daisy chain issue, which I think is what goes on down in your side of town, it's like your Christmas bulb, right? One goes out and then 10 more go out as a result of it until you get power back to that one. They're not supposed to do that anymore, but unfortunately there are several lights in this area that are hooked to that daisy chain. So that's more of an electrical issue and it takes a little longer, and unfortunately that's probably the mass of what's wrong with the majority of them on Telegraph Road.
Okay. Is there any additional questions on this item? All right, thank you. Item 22 is a motion to receive and file a TIFA approval of MI Custom Signs low quote for the installation of new holiday banners in brackets on Eureka Road for an amount not to exceed $22,684. Mr. Sutherland.
Through the chair, this is holiday banners from Telegraph to Allen on Eureka. With all the excitement going on in Eureka, we'd like to spread a little cheer there.
Yes,
Is
Councilman.
this a one-year contract? Is this for 1 year, or is it one of those multiple?
This is a one and done. However, if I may, Councilman Ramick, we are looking at a program because once the stanchions are installed, what we'd like to do is when these holiday banners come down in the spring, put up some kind of new banners, whether it's City of Taylor or something along that line. Years ago, the city used to do 2 things. They used to put the banners up, which if you go down there, you can still see some of the old stanchions are there. Sometimes it's 1 and not 2. Sometimes it's just the mounting brackets. They slowly have kind of fallen apart, but we also used to put actual Christmas lights up on there, like a snowflake that plugged into the light. It'll become a little more problematic, so we will look to go to a program though in the spring, that's something that annually gets taken down and stored and maintained and then put back up.
I have a question. I know when we did all the signs through MI Custom Signs, and they did the one at Heritage Park, are they complete with that wall, like the halfway around that sign?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
that's,
It kind of looks like totally out of place, right? A lot of times people tell me like that wall kind of around it's like cap.
yeah, I guess it's
kind
one of those
interesting.
beauties in the eye of the beholder. It's really designed to protect the sign.
Okay.
It was, you know, they came up with that design to try to save on cost and protect the sign, because if a car happened to veer off a party, it would hit the wall before it hit the sign. That's the intent. But if you look in the back side, it's fully landscaped to try to, you know, kind of bring balance to it.
Okay. Any other questions on item 22? 23, we have a presentation on from Jennifer. Item 24 is a motion to approve the amendment of the Watson Engineering Reimbursement Agreement to extend their Certificate of Occupancy from December 31st, 2018 to June 30, 2019. This is Mr. Sutherland's item.
Yes, through the chair, I have Mr. Chris Douglas from Watson Engineering there. Part of the agreement is he had to have a C of O by December 31st. He wasn't going to achieve that, but he promises that he's moving forward.
Yeah, this is moving forward.
1 second. Was this, what did we approve last time for the extension? We approved an extension. What was that? Was that separate?
Tax abatement.
Oh, that's the tax abatement. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's separate. Okay, go ahead.
So just to be brief, signed the reimbursement agreement, and inside the reimbursement agreement had a certificate of occupancy date of December 31st, 2018. Although our official brownfield plan really had until 2020 to complete the brownfield. But we're trying to get the building done. We're about 95%. So I'm going to do is pass out some pictures of some the building that we took today. So if you want to pass, pass that up. All the same. One's a front view and the other one's a side view. We still hope to, we're pursuing it, we hope to get a certificate of occupancy, but I think at this late date, it's just not gonna happen. We have all the outside, we have the asphalt for half the parking lot, we should have the rest of the asphalt done this week. Pretty much the glass, the doors, all the exterior is pretty much done. Inside, we have the HVAC hooked up this week. The lighting should be done next week. Same with the sprinkler system should be done as well.
And Chris, you might want to know the square footage.
So this is the side view, so what you're looking, I just wanted to show one the side view, one the front view.
There's,
Oh, okay.
okay.
Oh, okay.
So through the chair, while Chris is asking for 6 months, he will probably asking for more time than really needed
Right.
for him to
Something
get
to
done.
go.
But we didn't want to have to come back.
Okay.
No, it's just, the contractor's working as fast as he can. Unfortunately, the weather hasn't really been that cooperative in the last month or so. We've had a lot of rain and bad weather, so we're just trying to get it done as quickly as possible. We have the business to put in the building, so we're really pushing to get it done. It's just unfortunately, but, it's taking a little bit longer than we expected. So we should have it without question by the end of June. We just want to give us 6 months to, with the spring coming, we can finish all the landscape and everything like that.
Is there any questions from council on this item? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next, looks like we're done, but is there anything from council or anyone, council on
I have one. Sheila, when are we gonna be able to get a change of employment report? We had one in a long time that I know of, I don't know.
Yeah, we're doing that 2 times a year, so I think the last one was June, I believe, 2 times a year.
Is that how it's always been?
Yeah, it kind of coincides with the budget. That's what we've been
Usually
using.
every month.
I had it every month, and I was, can we go back to every month?
Yeah, so,
No, I had it
Yeah, I mean, I think that's something that, I think council should get a little bit more frequently. I think especially with the amount of change that does happen in employment within the city. Is there a way that we can make it like quarterly of some sort like that instead of just coinciding with the budget?
Sure, go back and take a look at that.
Yeah.
I like the month.
The monthly?
Yeah.
I think we got it, wasn't it every other month we pretty much got one? And had 2 months usually.
Yeah. I know it's at least every other month we got one, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, but I'd like to see that more frequently, because I do like to look at that every month, so.
Especially when you're going into a department you're on, they're not there, you're over here.
Yeah. Is there any other items from council? Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.